Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Holmåkra. We are on day 4. It's mid-spring. The snow, has gone. And we're going to do some cleanup today. We've actually got a couple of new things in here. The big thing I've got is this addition. So we've got our train saw. We had that before. But you might see that we've got a constant target now on this. And that is because we have added on the logging or the Lumberjack mod, which is absolutely fantastic. It means we can do things like this and cut away and get rid of tree stumps with the chainsaw. Although we do have an attachment for this that will do that as well. And means generally it's got several quality of life improvements for us. What we're going to be doing today is... I want to get this hooked up, actually, to our truck first. So we're going to be using our truck. We're basically going to be doing a whole load of cleanup. We want to get rid of the snow tires on this now as well. Because obviously we have no need for the snow chains. We just need to have the regular wheels on the TLX. So we'll have to go and get rid of those later down the shop, I think. We could really do with adding some sort of workshop or something up here. But then that's what we're trying to do in general. We're trying to set ourselves up with a logging camp. Set ourselves up with somewhere where we can base ourselves in this area. And hopefully we're going to get ourselves a lot further along in that today. So I'm just going to back up the TLX a bit. See if we can get this underneath our drop point. There we go. We've got a little bit of wood chips in here because they were left over from last time. But yeah, we're basically going to load up the TLX today. Get that fully loaded with both wood chips and with this. So let's turn on our chipper. Right, and turn it on. I think that's on. No, and on. There we go. So we'll drop down that a bit so that that's hopefully over our trailer. Yep. It means that we should be able to get these bigger logs. We're going to get them loaded onto the wood trailer over here. Like, we get this right, like so. Ooh. Pick them up, throw them onto the end. Yep, like that. And then we should be able to get the smaller ones done a bit better. I don't think I've got... These are... I'm slightly surprised I can pick these up. Still slightly surprised. I'm going to have to go and check some settings, I think, because I don't think this is quite right. But we're able to... We're going to load these up for now, and I will double check. But yeah, it does seem... It still seems a little bit weird that I can... I mean, you can toss the cable like this, and maybe we're just a big burly lumberjack. But, yeah, if you've seen me in real life, you know that's not true. So it's a case of, yeah. I think in real life you might be able to pick this kind of amount, this sort of 5... I think these are 5 meter lengths that we've cut here. But I don't think you'd be able to, certainly we wouldn't be able to pick up 8 meter lengths or anything like that. So, yeah, I think it's stretching it at best. But we'll load this up, get this done, and then we're going to get rid of some of the smaller bits. And we're probably going to cut some more trees if we have space. But this is all bringing us in a decent amount of money the whole time. That one's big enough, I think, to sell. The straighter they are, the longer they are, and the thicker they are, all contribute to how much money you make off these. And it's the reason why I end up doing chipping the smaller ones like this, is because this actually is worth more in wood chips normally than it is in money, as in for the log. Is that going in? That's not there. Always fun to load these into here. Right, down. In. Where it goes. Probably flip the last bits. Nope, it is all going to go through. And is that going straight up? Yep, that's going straight up and into our trailer. Ooh, only just. Yeah, we probably need to move the TLX in there. It'd actually do well. It'd do fine if it was on the road. It would still load it. So let's reverse it back up here. And we could actually lower it down a little bit if the TLX was on the road. So we'll put it on our forestry track. Get it underneath. Oh, a bit careful. As I said, we're going to go and take off the that's better. We're now definitely over the top of it. They're going to take off the winter tires. We have so much wood kicking around here. I was expecting to sort of be cutting more trees today, but we have a lot still to load up here and get down. So I'm going to get this all loaded up, and then I think we'll go and sell stuff. And we'll see where we are and clear this up. And then maybe, just maybe, we might get some more cut today. Where's that gone? It's over my head. Okay, so we're almost fully loaded on the trailer and on the wood chips. I think we've got one more tree's worth of each. So let's put this one on the top of the trailer. Whoa. No, I want to throw that over there. I want to get grab this and get it onto the trailer. Oh, keep pressing the wrong button. It's the middle button on my mouse, not the right one. The right one I want when I actually toss the log onto here. And you get it sorted to there, and you do that, and it flies over the top and hits your truck. Oh, I've been doing so well loading this up, and now I'm just fiddling about with the logs, trying to get them in the right place. That's slightly too far over, but this is the last one we want to get on the top here. Trouble is, it's because this particular one is sitting just that little bit on the edge, and so isn't touching that backboard. But is at this end, so, or is in the right place at this end. But let's get these strapped down. We should have a strap here as well, and yeah, there's one there too. So that is all of our logs strapped down. Is there not one in the middle here? There's not one in the middle there too, interestingly. So that's those all done. We've got one more that we want to throw into here. So, this one's perfect. So we've got two off ends here, but this is a fairly thin one, so this is going to be pretty quick to go through. Should go through, I think. Yeah, over the top. In that goes, just tops that off, and that should do it. Last 2%, looking very, very full, and now we need to turn this off. So get that turned off, and B, we need to lift that out of the way, otherwise we're going to hit it with the logs. Perfect. Right, this is a very, very full setup. Look at that. We now need to get this safely down this trail and see what we've got at the bottom, and then we're going to go and make a switch with the wheels on this, get some more regular tyres on. And we'll be able to come back and finish off and hopefully clear some area here now that we can, we're starting to sort of clear the area for that logging camp quite nicely and get ourselves moving in. I do love this. Somebody described this as Farming Simulator 19 SnowRunner the other day, which was quite cool, but yeah, there's more mud in SnowRunner. We've made it down to the bottom of the mountain, and we're just heading around to our sell point here. I'm really, really liking logging as a start from scratch position. It requires very little equipment. it means that you have you've got a lot more money to play with. We've got a pretty, you know, expensive truck here. You know, not cheap at all, this truck, and not a cheap piece of equipment we've got up the top. And yeah, you could start from scratch, get a little bit of land, and away you go. And we got 13,000 off that trailer full of wood. I'm gonna have to turn this round and get this dropped off so that we can go and tip. Now that we know where we go and tip our trailer full of this. And yeah, and 8,000 on the... So we got 13,000, or just over 13,000 for the logs. We are going to get for 8,000 of wood chip. We're not going to get that much, I don't think. I reckon maybe 2,000 for this. 3,000 at the outside. Alright, so get that tipped. And it's going up. Not very fast, but it is going up. And so that is another 2,200. So this whole setup here, this truck, every time we bring this down here now, we're looking at about 15,000 off this. Let's just back this up and go and get ourselves some non-chained tyres on, because we don't need the extra grip at the moment. Customize, and we want just the off-road performance. Yeah, we don't want the performance. I think we'll take the off-road with the Beadlocks 1. That looks good, I think. And we'll go with that. All happy with that. Can we upgrade? No, the engine upgrade is a different thing. Oh, wow. We've got no presets on this. I thought we'd put a load of... Yeah, we have. We have got some bits on here. Let's go and customize that again. I'm not going to switch anything. I'm just going to take that to that and customize. And yes. And hopefully, yeah, it's kept all of our stuff. Good. It's always a worry, that. Is that you go in, you don't see the changes, and you end up losing a whole load of customization you've already got. But no, we've already got all our customization on here, which is good. So we'll reverse this out, get this hooked back up to our trailer, and we can head back up. And we still have more wood to load up from this lot. So hopefully we're going to be in a good position. I'm glad we haven't used much fuel yet, because we've got no way of refueling up at our camp at the moment. Back to the camp. Let's get this turned around somehow. Just trying to pull this up here. Okay, I think we can pull it into here. Yeah, that actually is going to be a really good way for us to enter the camp, rather than where we were looking before. I think this is still within our area. We've got, that is a much better place for, or much easier place for us to smooth the entrance. So if we can get that tree down, that would be really good. Actually, here is just as good, to be honest. Right, get that underneath. Like so. And we can tell we're underneath because it unloaded some of the stuff on it. So we'll bring that back down. Start it up. And away we go again. Time for round 2. I've still got a few of these logs kicking around here. This is gonna be a good day. We're gonna make about 30,000, I think, off here today. So yeah, that's always a good start. Let's grab it by the end and get it in. Throw it in. There we go. If we can get this right over the side here, that will then allow us to get a second one in fairly easily. So yeah, let's load up for a second time. Our last remaining log, and this one is going to the wood chipper, although there looks to be a little bit down from there. I have a system that works pretty well for loading stuff into this wood chipper. Basically, I'll bring it over here and you push it along and push it in. Although that is one of those funny logs that likes to fly about. Looks like it's gone. Ooh. Nope, we've got a couple that haven't gone through, so let's throw that in. Yeah, that's gone in, and then throw this one in. This is how you lose wheels. Yeah, it doesn't want to go in this one. Let's try it in the other way. Way! Okay, that really does not want to go in there. It will take the... yeah, that's why it doesn't want to go in. Right, so that is... that all filled. So we've got quite a way to go there. I think we've got a... oh yeah, we've still got 55% of our trailer full, or trailer available. So let's jump into this, and I want to cut into here a little bit more, clear a bit more of our area. We're looking to get the camp. Yeah, we want to take... it's a bit... there's a tree marker mod, and I don't think I've got it, the global company one. Let's just have a look. Don't think I have the tree marker mod here at all. We will activate the extended placeable while we're here, actually. But yeah, okay. So we don't have... well, if there is, I don't know what the controls are, so I'll have to look into that further. Let's... but I think we want to take... if we're looking at our area here, I think we want to take this tree here, and sort of open ourselves up a little more into here. And actually, we're getting an area that is just about the right size now for this. So we want to switch, and of course we're going to have the fun with switching stuff again. So switch over. That is our front one. That is that one. Bring it round. Right. Bring it in. And then turn it. And then we need to select the back one. Right, and unfold. Turn it on. Back her up a little bit. Right. I'm going to put my handbrake on because I'm failing otherwise. There we go. It's got itself at a weird angle at the moment. Reverse it up. Yeah, it's getting caught on that other stuff. There we are. Right, now will that cut? Let's find out. Yes, it will. So, cut. Right, and then up. To switch fairly quickly between these. There's backhoe. Right, and then we want to cut. So into the bit and cut. Excellent, nice and easy. So the trick here is because the controls on this Huddy are actually fairly complicated, and if I'm not careful I end up folding the thing instead of actually doing the cut I want to do. We're able to do that like that. So we'll take that tree out. The next one I want to take probably, looking at this area, we're coming here, we're into this area here, that one, I think. So reverse this up and switch over to this one so that I can do that and just bring it down a little bit. Yeah, it's the only issue I have with using this over using one of the forestry harvesters is that this tends to be a little bit more complicated, and I've been a little bit more prone to dropping logs rather than actually cutting them with this. And cut and switch over so that we can position this a little better. Yeah, so it's going down the side. There we go. And then switch over again and make ourselves another nice little pile of wood to the side of our hut. Absolutely perfect. So if we can get 3 piles here of wood cut today, we will open this area up very nicely if we do that. We might even be able to put something down that will allow us to sleep overnight. Now, where do I want to go next? I think actually we want to start. You know what? I'm going to stop that there. We've got a lot more trees. The next stage of this. Oh, we've left that in reverse. There we go. The next stage of this is going to be opening this up a bit further. I think looking at this, we sort of slope down at this point, whereas here it stays very flat. So I think we're going to sort of open it up this way and almost have 2 levels to this. But I do want to put a house or somewhere for us to sleep overnight in, because at the moment we don't have that. Oop. So let's go and load this lot up, and then we can move on to our next stage after that. All the smaller logs have been chipped. We're lifting the larger logs now and getting them onto the trailer. Just the last couple to do, and yeah, it's going to be a pretty full trailer off this. There we go. I'm not expecting to get quite as much from this load as we had from the previous one. I think we had 1 or 2 extra logs on, but we have definitely singled out the chunkier logs to fill this trailer. I think in future what we can do is probably get 3 trees worth cuts. Now that we're on here. Oh, now I'm going to make everything explode. No. Oh wow, that actually worked. So what I think we'll end up doing is cutting 3 trees and loading 3 trees, because they are in a position where we've got a couple of logs sitting there. How full are we? We are 97%. Can we get these last 2 in? We'll be in a position where, yeah, we'll cut 3 trees. We'll get them loaded and done. Let's see if we can get these 2 in. I think these are going to be, yeah, difficult logs. I don't think either of these are actually going to go in. That one did. Oh, there we go. We actually got them to go in. Let's turn that off then. And lift up that. I think getting our logs in knocked our trailer a bit. But that, I think, is another full load. Yes, it is. Right, let's get this down then. See if we can make another 15,000-ish. We'll see how much we've made today in a minute. But this setup is working astoundingly well. Today, I want to get our logging camp properly set up. Get us somewhere to sleep and get us somewhere set up for that. And yeah, then we can just start getting things rolling up here and just clear more. We can then store lots of logs up here, and we can start looking at getting some bigger vehicles up this way. I think there's a really nice truck by the North Modding Company. that we can start getting some longer logs. That's what our long-term goal is, because we have, at the moment, we're only able to deal with 5-meter logs, which means that we get less money per log as a result. But if we can get this up to taking 8-meter logs or more, I don't know if the Huddig does larger ones. I think 8 meters is the largest you can do on the harvesters. But the longer the logs we can deliver, the more money we get per log. So yeah, it will make sense to get ourselves to the point where we're able to do some larger things, and then we don't need the trailer that we got on the back of here, and we can do larger runs and be working longer in the mountains before we have to run down like this, down these roads. And get this out. And I kind of wanted to show you guys the fun that it is to drive this road back down to the logging sales point, because it is a lot of fun, these roads, and a lot of fun getting this TLX back down here. Let's get this into here, undo our straps. Sell this. So 13,000 was what we made last time. 12,400 is what we made this time. So yeah, slightly less, slightly fewer logs. I do like this trailer, how it has the towing hitch turns as well. Right, we'll unhook this and go and tip this as well. It is a good setup. What I really want, and what I'd really like to get hold of, are some smaller logging tractors. So tractors with logging cages on would be quite good for later on, if we can do that. I've not been able to find any so far. There are some bigger ones. I've seen some bigger. I've seen a bigger John Deere and a bigger Fendt. I would really like a logging Voltra for this map. I think you know, we are up. We're in Sweden, not Finland, of course. But I would, yeah, I would very much like a logging version of a Voltra to have up here. I think it would work really, really well on this map. Let's hook this back up. There we go. And away we go, back up to our camp. And we're going to go and see, I think we might see if we can take the chainsaw to some of those stumps and do a little bit of stump clearance before we go any further. I think I saw that 82 Squared Studios have an update coming to the TLX, to this TLX, that has raised suspension, which is going to be massively, massively useful on this map for us. I know the other thing actually that I thought that might be quite good on here, we're turning on the mud mod, seeing what effect that had on here. I'm not sure it would have much, but there are certainly bits of water and things on the roads that would be pretty cool to turn into muddy, wet patches for us on here. So I think we'll have a look at that at some point. I'm going to park that under there. Nobody else is coming this way. I think we pretty much exactly got what we were after with this. Let's get this here. Oh no, we do have some to load out. Let's check. Yeah, perfect. So leave that there. And we're going to just clear off some of these. I do like this Lumberjack mod. That is actually a pretty good mod for us to be able to get rid of tree stumps with our chainsaw. Is a very, very useful thing. I don't have to muck about with the Huddig getting stump grind a bit on there. I say, mind you, that is the other reason I'd like a logging tractor up here. Is while it's nice and versatile to have the Huddig able to do this, if we wanted, I would quite like to just have a little logging tractor that I can use to maybe tow some logs and do some stump grinding with. Right. Oh wow. grind this whole stump down with it. Wow, we can. That is brilliant. I absolutely love that. Right. Oh, we've got one more over here. I think it's time we add something more to our thing here and actually set this up as a proper logging camp. So let's put the chainsaw away, open this up, have a look in here, and something that we used a long while ago we're going to bring back. Eventually I want to go up to the farmhouse, the logging farmhouse, but we're going to have a farm tent. It's quite big actually, this tent. Right, let's... Wow, that really actually, for me, puts into perspective how small an area we have cleared so far. Right, there we go. Yeah. Turn it around. And actually, how flat our area is not. That is our tent that we're going to be using. We're going to drop it down to about this level here, which means some of the ground somewhere is going to be raised. I want to turn it a little bit more. Yeah. And there is where we're going to put it. So there is, wow. There is our logging camp. We are going to have to take these trees out as well. But we are... That is nuts. That is absolutely crazy. We need to now do a little bit of surface work. But wow. That I did not expect. So I want to smooth the ground coming around here. Down into this and round our logging camp. That is a huge area that's taken up. That really does show how much more we need to clear around here in order to fully set this up. Yeah, we're not actually affecting our hudding at the moment, and just sort of like that. Smooth it out. We're not spending a huge amount of money doing this, thankfully. But there we go. That has landscaped this and actually made quite a good little road down. But yeah, our logging camp, we have got a lot more area to clear if we're going to be doing a good area around here. But it's getting on. It's 4 in the afternoon. We have got quite a bit of work done today. I'm very happy with this. We are going to leave this here. And I'm going to retreat into my my log area. So that's where I'm going to leave this video. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.